Well, hello, it's the 10th of the 1st, 2020, and take a look at these. So, some of you may be aware that I like to sometimes grow things that are a little bit on the quirky side for growing here in the UK or indeed a similar climate. So, I will show you what I've got here. Now, these look lovely, and I ordered these on Amazon, however you would like to say it, and they have come from China. So there we go. We've got the China Waxgourd. Look at that. Look, and don't they look wonderful? So I've done a bit of research on these, and it appears it will indeed be possible, or it is indeed possible, to grow these here in the UK. So going to be giving these a go, and I wish this would stay in focus. Come on, come on. That's it. Right. Latin name, Benincus hispide. There we go. Descriptions. Annual herb of sprawl. The root system powerful. Leaves alternate. Wide leaf. Green colour. Densely velutinous. Velutinous. I've got to look that word up. I really have. Stem freely branched, so it's in cultivation on should promptly to pinch. Well, there we go. If anyone out there reads Chinese, look, you can have a read of that, look. Look at that, look. So fascinating, isn't it, Chinese writing? Right, now let's have a look at the growing conditions that this needs. So, I presume, yes, for sowing, 20 to 25 degrees C. Well, that's not a problem because you can germinate those inside. Growing temperatures of 15 to 35 degrees C. Well, being here in the UK, I imagine during the growing season, the average temperature will be closer to the 15 degrees C than the 35 degrees C, but that's achievable here in the UK, certainly here in the southeast. 15 degrees C on average. Space apart, 30 to 40 centimetres, I presume, 60 to 100, whatever. Height, whatever that means. And this one on the right here, what indeed, whatever that means. But yes, so I'm quite excited about growing these. They look wonderful, actually. China Waxgourd. Cool. Now, these here, bitter melons. Now, I've grown these before here in the UK. If you check out my channel, you will the playlist. You can see these that I have indeed grown, and they're very possible to grow here in the UK. And if you can get them to germinate, okay, I would say that if you fancy something a little bit quirky and, you know, useful and a curiosity and rather cool to grow, I know that if you can get these to germinate, you can get these to crop lovely here in the UK, okay? So, yes, very much worth doing. Now, there are certain sort of medical benefits, allegedly, to these for sufferers of type 2 diabetes, so it might be worth having a look into. But you know, don't just go eating these on my say. So do your research first before you eat these, okay? Because apparently there is, you know, some, what do they call it, contraindications or whatever the term is about people who should and shouldn't eat these. But held in very high regard in Southeast Asia, and bitter gourd, bitter melon, you know, really great thing. And here you go. So growing conditions. Why will this not stay in focus? What's going on tonight? Oh, it's almost enough to make you buy your own cider, isn't it? Right, now, what are we doing? Sowing, 20 to 25 degrees C, 18 to 38 degrees C for growing on. Yeah, so satisfy 20 to 25 degrees C by germinating them inside. 18 to 38 degrees C when growing. Well, they'll probably end up in a polytunnel somewhere anyway, or certainly at the very least a south-facing wall, but probably polytunnel. And all the rest of that jazz. Distance apart, 30 centimetres. And the one on the right, there we go. So yeah, look, pretty cool. And once again, oh, look at that, look. Latin name, Frigeria ananassa. There we go. Descriptions. Plant growth vigorous, strong. Melon bar appearance. Beautiful, tender and glossy. Goodness gracious. Like warm, heat resistant, not tolerance to cold. Photophil and not tolerant shade. Free to choice soil is better. Refreshing bitterness. Have have clearing heat. Look at that one, look. Improving acuity of vision and pure in heart. So there we go. We all like a bit of that sort of stuff, don't we? Pure in heart. Yes. So anyway, all being well, they're going to grow well. Now, this is another really cool... Now, we'll stay on the subject of bitter melons. Now, I've got some others here from another source. Okay, now, some people might be asking, why, Dan, are you buying them from different sources? Well, these can be stubborn to germinate. Okay? I repeat, stubborn to germinate. And, I think if you can get seeds from a variety of sources, you can improve your chances of them germinating, okay? So I've got some more coming, and I'm going to be getting a few more from different sources because I really do want to be growing some of these this year because it was really cool when I managed to achieve it a few years ago. And the satisfaction was satisfying when it did indeed happen. So there we go. Now, with this company that sent me these... which I'm trying to remember the actual company that I got these from, but you can just check them out on Amazon. They're not difficult to find. They've sent me some gift cabbage. Gift cabbage. So whatever indeed this is, they give you a little free gift of gift cabbage. Doesn't that sound brilliant? Anyway, yes, I said these came from China. Well, according to, I've just looked at the delivery note, they came from Austria, okay? But they've originally come from China to Austria to here. Anyway, there we go, a bit of international seed distribution. But so yeah, on that Amazon, have a look if you want to start looking into getting seeds like this. It's a good time of year to start thinking about different things. Now, of course, I won't be sowing these anywhere near yet. When I do sow them, I'd like to have some of these, certainly bitter melons, ready to go outside into a polytunnel. Probably, I'd like to have them ready for about late April. That would be a nice time. So I'll probably end up putting them in early March, which when one thinks about it, it's only about 6-7 weeks away now, so it's not that long. I'm probably going to put these in the polytunnel of the other site that I showed you a few weeks ago, and these are going to go outside in a bed or something like that. So yeah, there you go. So a few little additions there that I'm considering doing. So with regards to this, I can't say I've never grown these before, and I can't recommend them for growing here with terms of success. But these, okay, bitter gourds, bitter melons, you can grow them here. Certainly in the southeast of the UK, you can get a worthwhile crop off of them if you can get the seeds to germinate, okay? That's the main thing. So if you can get them to germinate, you'll do well growing these, particularly if you use them a lot in your own sort of cuisine cooking, because I know that you do get there's people that like I know Filipinos really love using these in their cooking. They're held in very high regard over there. And I remember a few years ago I gave some plants to a Thai lady as well, and she appreciated them. And a warm climate vegetable that grows very well here. Okay, if you can get them to germinate. If you like my work, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. Dan_Home Gardens on Instagram. Sleep well, peeps, sleep well.